Hello everybody, it's Gail. I mentioned in another video about this egg that I was looking for and I couldn't find because I wanted to show you something that was done with metallic clay. And so I decided I would do a tutorial to show you what I'm doing, but also I found the egg. Now I don't know what you can see. Try to get this up. The light is going to shine, but see all the nice texture and everything that's on there, and yet this is perfectly smooth. It's been sanded and buffed to a high shine. But I want to show you how we did this and how you can do it. And it doesn't have to be on an egg. You can put it on a box. You can make a picture out of it. There are different things you could do. I've done some extruder things where I use long strips of clay and extruded them and put them onto water bottles and things like that. So I will add pictures of those at the end of this video. But what I did is I went through all my old clay that was open and I found some metallic colors. Now I didn't find a red, but I did find sunset pearl. What I usually do is I find a red, a blue, and a yellow. Now if I'm going metallic, this is 14 karat gold, this is peacock blue, and again my red is more of a coral color, but it's called sunset pearl. I could have taken some red and added pearl to it, but I just decided not to make more scrap clay. So what you can do, if you don't want to buy all these different pearl colored clays, you can buy one block of regular pearl, Primo pearl, and you can mix it in equal parts with red, with your color. If you have wisteria, you could add 1 part wisteria to 1 part pearl, and you would come up with a light purple pearl. So, that could easily be done. You could even do it use them in the same canes as your metallic clays, but that's kind of hard to explain without actually doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put clean edges on my clays. First I lined them up the way I want them, and I lined them up like the rainbow. Like this is my yellow, and then there's the green and the blue. Yellow and blue make green. So here's the yellow, green, and blue. The only reason I'm making these cuts is so that they will fit up to each other. And it doesn't matter, again, you don't have to be exact with this. And since this color isn't next to the yellow, because yellow and red would make orange, and since this is sort of an orangey red to begin with them being on opposite ends of this blend, then it's not going to be an issue. I think I will go ahead and square off the ends. So that I've got a nice rectangle. And I will go over it with my rod a little bit to try to make sure these stick together, because I'm going to be running this through the pasta machine. Because you want to blend these. It's not like a Skinner blend. A Skinner blend, you would be blending colors from one gradient to another. This one, you're just going to be like, you're going to merge this yellow and the green and the blue and this. So that's not like it's not a Skinner blend. It's just a blend. Now, this is probably pretty well attached to my tile. since I've been rolling it. And what I'm going to do is just roll it, fold it in half, then I'm going to run it through the pasta machine. Excuse the noise. And I'm going to fold it again, and I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this until I see a little bit of a blend happening. It doesn't have to be much, but you don't want to see these lines. So I'm going to do that, and I will come back. Okay, I'm back. Now you see how these colors, let me come in a little closer so you can see how it's not such a sharp line anymore. It's more blended. So what I'm going to do, and I brought these out. These are some of the things that you can cover. This is a pill box that it's got a little push button on it, and you can push that and the top pops up, and this can be covered in clay. What you would do is take out this plastic piece. I'm not going to try to do it now on camera, but pull out this plastic piece because you don't want that to go in the oven. And then bake this in the oven, and then when you're finished you can put it back in. Here's one of those purse hangers. I've done those on videos before. It's got a rubber bottom to it and hooks onto a table, and then you can hang your purse here, and then they fold up real nice and compact to fit in your purse. Or you can make a tin, maybe make a tea tin. This is a tin that I've had that I burned out the paper that was on it. I'm going to cover this in clay so it doesn't matter, and I'm going to put something on the inside so the inside where it burned doesn't matter. But I could cover the lid of this with what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be showing you. So these are just some options of what you can do. So now we've got this clay, this blend, and I'm only going to shave off the very slightest bit of the ends where it's the little ragged pieces. But this is still rolled to a number 1 on my pasta machine. And a number 1 is about 1/8 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this about 1/8 of an inch. I'll go ahead and cut several of them so that they're about as wide as they are tall. I think that one's better. This one's a little bit big. And just take your time, which is my biggest problem, is taking my time. But you're just going to cut these little strips the same width as it is thick. And you don't have to be exact. It can be just close. I think that's enough for what I'm going to be doing. And I'm just going to set this aside. And you can see you can make a lot of these strips with that. I'm even going to hold on to that wide one, and maybe I'll do some wide strips. Now what you're going to do with these strips, and I'll probably need to come in a little bit on this too, is you're going to start rolling it. Now these are pearl colors, which means they have mica in them. And I've probably told you before on some of my other videos, but your pearl and your metallic clays have mica particles in it. Now, when you run it through the pasta machine, you're lining up all of those mica particles. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can show you. But when you line up the mica, the top and the bottom is going to be shiny. The sides are going to be dull. So when you take this and you start making it round, then you're going to take a twist, just roll one, just hold one end still and roll the other end. you're going to get these little striations in color. Can you see that? Will it focus? No. There, that'll focus. But can you see how twisting it, I have it looks like little stripes. Sarah, this would be good on your dragon's eyes if you're watching. But you do that with all of them. Just give them a little bit of a roll to start rounding them. And then as they get round, start to do a little twist. Now I always make sure I twist mine in the same direction, because what you're going to be doing is piecing these together, which is why I had the ends pretty straight, because you're going to piece them together and you want to show that. But just do a couple of these, and I'll just start on this. I'm going to start, I think, with the pillbox, and start on one end. Let me go back out so you can see what I'm doing. Start on one end and start curling, and make sure that you try to find the center of your pillbox, and just start wrapping. See how pretty that is? Of course you can do it without twisting, but I think twisting it just gives it that dimensional look. And you just press it down as you go along. And you can use whatever colors you want. Like I said, you can make your own pearl color. Matter of fact, if you, maybe I can show you. I don't have any pearl, I don't think, that's conditioned. But you could just lay out, when you're laying out your stripes of color, this could be a plain yellow, a plain green, a plain blue, a plain purple, and a plain red. Just lay those out and lay them on top of a sheet of pearl clay. And then run those through the pasta machine, and when you're finished, all of them will become pearl colors. So let me see how this yellow is going to look next to the pink. Since it's sort of an orangey pink, it should work. And you just continue wrapping. And one good thing is you can twist as you wrap on some of these if they don't quite look the way you want them to. Now, some of mine are, my colors I twisted more than others, so they're skinnier. Let me do one more. Let me see, this one, no, I'm going to stick with this one. Just start rounding it off. That's the hardest part, is getting it started, because once you get started, it's no problem at all. And then just roll them and twist. You can even start just like at the yellow, and then roll the green and twist. And then roll the blue and twist. You just find what works for you. And the other end, if you don't want to twist the whole thing, you can just twist this in the opposite direction. So there, I've got pink. So I need to start with yellow. And let me make sure it's twisted good. And then you just continue. Now it depends on what you want to do. I'm going to get one more little round in here. You can leave this dimensional, am so sorry. Can you believe I forgot to reformat my disk, and I ran out of disk space. I had to run and clear my disk out or get another one, and so I could finish this. Anyway, I think when I left off, I was saying that this could be left dimensional the way it is with the, you know, you can feel the extrusions here, which is fine. I kind of like this look. It looks sort of like fabric. Or you can smooth it out and make it shiny like the egg is. Now, with the egg being shiny, you don't see the twist as much, but then it makes it look like it's little tiny stripes that are wrapped around this. So it depends on the look that you want. I think I'm going to leave this the way it is. Now, what I should have done was to put some Bacon Bond underneath this, since I'm adhering clay to metal. But since I didn't do that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to remove the plastic liner, and then I'm going to bake this in the oven just the way it is, and then when it's baked and cooled, I'm going to pop this off and glue it back on with either Weld Bond or E6000 or something, some strong glue that you know will not break down. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can see the versatility in using that. You can see how many more projects we can do, or I can do, with this piece of clay that's left. I'll just have to see what I can, you know, what comes to mind. I'm sure I can come up with something. Matter of fact, I've already got an idea for another video using the balance of this. It just came to me. Anyway, if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up. I'd also like to hear from you as to what you would like to see me do. In the comments below, I would love it if you would put what you would like to see. I don't know if you want to see more extrusions, which I imagine, I know a couple of people might want to see some extrusion demos, Sarah. And or maybe you want more canes, or maybe you want more projects. You know, this ended up, I was trying to show you a technique, but it ended up being a project. But I can do projects. If there's anything that you want me to do, or to do a tutorial on, please make a comment at the end of this video so I can see what you want, because sometimes it's hard for me to come up with ideas. I'll think of something and I'll say, well, that's so similar to another one that I did, and maybe you want to see a repeat of another one that I did, maybe doing it in a different way. So please let me know. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've only been doing this for about 3 months, and I'm already up to almost 500 followers. I just can't believe that. I can't believe there are that many people that are interested in what I'm doing. It really humbles me. So get your clay out, play with it, and when you come up with a problem or whatever, you know, send me a message. You can PM me here on my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Facebook. I'll put my Facebook page, you know, a link to that in the comment section. So everybody have a great day. If it's hot where you are like it is here, then please stay cool, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.